So guys, week 8, 2 months, and for those of you that have been watching since the start, I'm sure you can see that there's plenty of growth and the greenhouse is looking quite different. So I'm going to start over here because I think they're absolutely beautiful. Look at the runner bean flowers. So my runner beans are growing up. I'm going to get more stakes for them. They're going to pull it sideways. And then look at the winter squash as well. She's growing up wonderfully up the terrace. Or up the trellis, I should say. So we've loads of growth coming along. I've got the watermelons. I planted 3 watermelon seeds in here. The pumpkins, there's lovely flowers starting to come along. In here, I have planted some okra, which are really popular in Brazil. They're almost like a chili, but they don't taste, they're shaped like a chili, but they don't taste like a chili. But they're really popular in Brazilian, African, and Asian cuisine. So I'm going to be planting it. I've got loads, but I'm going to be planting some of them into the raised beds this week, along with the rest of the cucumbers. And these are my leeks. You might remember from the other video, I've started planting up some extra sweet corn because I wasn't happy with the first batch. So this is all growing lovely. And hopefully by the next week or two, I'll start getting that transplanted out. I have the first pepper coming along and there's more coming in there. Just get them into focus. Lots of tomatoes coming along in here too. The chilies have started to flower. You might remember last week I was saying maybe if I gave out about the passion fruit, it would start to grow, and lo and behold, we have a little bit of growth. Strawberries are all looking gorgeous. We could do with some more flowers on them though. They're a bit slow, but obviously I suppose being transplanted into that this year. I'm having, and I'd love to know your thoughts, a little bit of a heartbreaking situation with the courgettes. So I've lost about 5 or 6 courgettes already because this is what's happening. The flower, so you can see here, as it's fertilized, inverted commas, it then deteriorates and rots back down and falls off. But it's not rotting off or falling off in the right way, and it's actually starting to cause a little bit of rot on the tips of my courgettes, and it's ruining them. So I've had to take about 5 already off because there's just no point in the plant even feeding them. But I am changing 2 or 3 different things. I'm going to start watering from the bottom more, and also as well, I'm leaving the door open more just to allow more insects to get in, and hopefully help the plant fertilize, because one of the tips could be, or one of the reasons could be, is either water getting trapped in the flower and then rotting back, or that the flower hasn't been properly fertilized, so the courgette isn't actually going to grow properly. But there's loads more still coming up, so I'm not overly worried. The aubergine here, I've never seen aubergine flowers before, so really cute. There's loads more coming up along in here. The cucumbers back there are doing nicely. They're starting to come up along that trellis that I made. The kiwi, as always, is flying it, as is the grape. Outdoors, we got this lovely pergola put in. So we had that put in last week. It's been lovely to be able to sit out. Last night was the solstice, and on Friday night we got to sit out and just have a glass of wine. It was gorgeous. Here, nothing too much. The onions are doing fabulous. Potatoes are starting to flower. We've had really great weather the last week, so everything really heated up loads. And fingers crossed this week, even though it's to rain a bit more, I'm hopeful that it's still going to be warm and continue to drive that growth. My plans this week obviously are to get these all planted into the raised beds, but I also have connected up our water butt. You'll see it out there, and it's now going to start collecting rain. And I have bought a small solar powered irrigation system that I'm going to get connected up just to water. It won't take up all the watering jobs, but it will mean that I don't have to be out here every day and watering, especially if hasn't been too hot. So it will take some of the work out. Plus, plants do prefer rainwater, and the water here in this part of Ireland is extremely limey, the tap water. So I think they'll be actually an awful lot healthier and happier to have rainwater. So everything is pretty healthy and happy. But let's just see how things are going. So guys, please do let me know what you're going to be doing this week. Thank you so much as always for watching. Please do like and subscribe and share, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you next week.